These highlights are sponsored by SBS Data Management, providers of data backup and secure storage services for documents, media and digital data.
On a glorious spring afternoon, we're back at Bridgehaugh for the big one for Stirling County. If they can beat Hamilton today in this Premier 2 clash, then the Premier 2 title is theirs. Big crowd rolling up for this game. Some wheel-kent faces in the crowd. And Hamilton, well, they're not going to lie down. They're looking for revenge for the defeat at the hands of Stirling at Lay Bent. And Alex Moffat leading out his Stirling side. They know just how important this match is, both to the side and to the club. The crowd expecting a cracking game. And after only 5 minutes, Stirling took the lead, putting the pressure on. And Justin Matheson at the back there, knowing exactly where the ball was and exactly where the try line was. The big Aussie driving through there for the opening try after only 5 minutes. He got a smack in the head for his pains. He was off to get it sorted, but my goodness, he'll certainly be back on because this is one he won't want to miss. Brian Archibald lined up the conversion from far out on the left-hand touchline, but no problem. 7-0 to Stirling after only 5 minutes. Stirling looking a wee bit nervous though, and a prodigious jump by Hamilton's second row, Ali Marshall. And the visitors starting to pile on the pressure. Stirling just a wee bit ragged at that driving ball. Craig Sangster popping the ball up, taking the return pass. His pass wasn't all that great, but my goodness, when it reached Ali Smith, the Hamilton winger coming off his left foot and leaving the Stirling defence to tackle fresh air as he went over for the try. Craig Sangster, no problem with the conversion, and it would be intriguing to see if the veteran would do some damage to his old club, where he was so well respected in that centre partnership with the current coach Ian Jardine quite a few years ago, probably more years now than he'd care to remember. Stirling though weren't to be denied, and almost straight from the restart penalty, said referee David Walker. Up stepped Brian Archibald, and Stirling back into the lead. Useful looking kick from again out on the left hand touchline. Terrific tidying up at the line out there by Craig Deakins, running into a very, very solid tackle. And well, Hamilton giving absolutely nothing away. And again, just getting a wee bit over enthusiastic. Penalty Stirling, and that man again, Justin Matheson, taking the quick one, gaining the 10 metres and bringing it well within Archibald's range with only 20 minutes gone. As the Stirling standoff stretched the lead to 13 points to 7. Craig Sangster's penalty attempt came back off the post, but Stirling was still under pressure because despite Matheson's attempt to work the ball away from the danger zone, when it was flipped back to fullback Alan Robertson, looked as though he had plenty of time, but Craig Ingles closed them down, and oh dear, Stirling can count themselves lucky for that one. It went over the dead ball line when it could have gone anywhere. And as the first half drew to a close, well, Stirling finding it hard to get any momentum going, but then a terrific charge by prop Mark Hunter, looking for support but taken down. Was that a high tackle by Alistair Smith? Yep, said the referee. Brian Archibald lined up the simplest of kicks, but oh, it slipped past the post, leaving Stirling going into half time 13 points to 7 ahead.
These highlights are sponsored by SBS Data Management, providers of data backup and secure storage services for documents, media and digital data.
And going into the second half, Hamilton turned the screw early on, and a wee bit of tension in the Stirling ranks. Alex Moffat pointing something out to the referee, then taking the law into his own hands, and for that he got 10 minutes in the sin bin. Hamilton holding on to that field position, but realising Stirling are a man short, piling on the pressure. That ball held at the back of the driving ball there, and one or two other hands getting on it. Stirling not able to hold the drive, and who's coming up with the ball? Hooker. David McGrath is the man who's getting the pats on the head. Big Sangster missed the conversion, but with 15 minutes to go, slotted a penalty that took Hamilton 15 points to 13 ahead. Oh, the irony if he was the man that was going to deny Stirling the league title on their own patch here at Bridgehaugh. But as the clock wound down with 5 or 6 minutes to go, Brian Archibald knew he had the penalty, had the shot at the drop goal, missed that one, but with the simplest of shots at goal, oh, the cheers went up, and then the groans from the Bridgehaugh crowd as the ball came back from the outside of the post. Was it going to be an unlucky afternoon for Stirling? Well, they had 5 minutes in which to turn the game around. Graham Lindsay looking for someone to take the ball on. Justin Matheson, inevitably the man there, and penalty again. Handling back in the scrum, said David Walker, and this time, well, you could hear a pin drop in the stand until that kick went over, because Brian Archibald's penalty took Stirling into a 16 points to 15 lead. Ian Jardine, knowing that all his team had to do now was hold on to the ball, and the title was theirs. Hamilton still prepared to get into attack. Ian Plenderleith there, looking for a bit of space, but tackled by a now voracious Stirling defence, and Hamilton offending, and just a wee bit over enthusiastically there by Richie Maxton, gets himself a yellow card, and Stirling, well, this could be the crucial one. Up stepped Brian Archibald, through the post went the ball, and well, hopefully they weren't celebrating in the stand prematurely, because there was only 4 points of a difference, and Stirling knew all they had to do was deny Hamilton the chance of getting downfield and getting the try, and so it was, because Hamilton had to run from their own 22. The ball got claffed about, and with that touchdown by Craig Ingalls, the final whistle went. Stirling arms raised aloft, and the congratulations from the crowd as Alex Moffat went up to receive the Premier 2 trophy from SRU President Andy Irvine. As you can see just how much it meant to the Stirling skipper. And you can see how much it meant to his team as well, relegated last year. This year, promotion again, Division 1 rugby next season. Yep, there wouldn't be a title win without the champagne, which always tastes its best out of a trophy.
I'm absolutely euphoric, because when you're in this role that I'm in here, it means so much to everybody to have success. There's so much invested in this club, time-wise, there's a great bunch of guys, and really, to bounce back from relegation is a very, very difficult thing to achieve. We have achieved that.
I thought both sides played very well. Stirling obviously were challenged all the way, and Hamilton really made them fight very hard. But it was a great advertisement for the game. I thought both sides put an awful lot into it. And that sort of performance, Stirling will live quite comfortably in Premiership 1 next year, and I think Hamilton will be pushing hard for promotion.
The party will go on long into the night, and so it should. Congratulations to Stirling, winners of the Premier 2 title. This is Ron Evans for Scottish Rugby Television at Bridgehaugh.
These highlights are sponsored by SBS Data Management, providers of data backup and secure storage services for documents, media and digital data.